This is the Roku remote that comes with the Roku 4K Stream Stick, and it's their basic form factor. It's the generic one that you're going to get with a lot of their Roku devices nowadays. Starting at the top, you have your power button. This is to power on your TV, not the Roku itself. However, if you have your Roku plugged into your TV as the power source, this will turn on your TV and Roku at the same time. Just under that, you'll have a little pinhole cut out for the microphone because there is a voice search capability with this remote. Over here, we have our back button, home button, and directional D-pad with integrated OK. Now, I will admit that the D-pad is kind of squishy in that it's not as clicky as the one that comes with the Roku Ultra. However, compared to Roku remotes of the past, this D-pad is quite a nice step up from what you used to get. Coming down, you have your 30-second rewind, your voice control, which in order to activate, you will have to hold down. You have your asterisk key, which is actually your options button on some of your Roku channels. This doesn't actually function all the time as an option button. You have your rewind, play pause, fast forward, and then the bane of my existence for all the Roku reviews that I've done, the hard set keys. Yes, there are Roku remotes out there that have an A/B button, which will allow you to program your own Roku quick launches, but this is always going to be whoever pays the most to be here because Apple TV Plus now has taken a spot that I have not seen on any of my older Roku remotes. So sadly, this will always be Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, and Apple TV Plus. If you don't use one of them, well, guess what? You're gonna have to deal with it being there. Coming down to the bottom, we have our Roku Fabric Tag, which is a holdover from a lot of their earlier Roku remotes. It's a nice little quirky thing that they have to help separate them from their competitors, as well as the fact that they no longer have a lanyard, which my cats really enjoyed as a cat toy. Coming to the right-hand side, you have your volume control, so volume up and volume down for your TV set, as well as the this should be on all remotes, and if it's not on your streaming remote, you really should look into getting a different streaming device. A mute button. A mute button is a godsend, especially if you have a service that has ads and you want to mute during those ads. That's how you would do that. Great that this remote has it. I'm happy Roku's kind of made that standard now. Coming over to the other side, you will notice that there is no private listening mode on this Roku remote. It is your basic Roku remote. Winging around to the back here, you will notice your IR blaster right there. A large divot in the back for holding Roku remote more comfortably, as you can see there, especially if you're going to be grabbing it and mostly using this. Nice little channel for your finger to rest in. Coming down to the back, pushing and holding, bring that over. Your Roku remote uses 2 AAA batteries, which are included, which is a nice thing. If you need, here is your pairing light indicator and your pairing button. There are lots of ways that you can pair your Roku remote. During setup is generally the easiest way to do that, but if you get a new Roku remote and you want to pair it without having to go through the options menu, simply press your Roku pairing button right there, and the rest will work just like that. And that has been the look at the remote that comes with your Roku 4K Stream Stick.